Good morning everybody, it is the Farmsim guy back again. It's another day, it's another early start. Our corn is looking pretty good in that field there. And if you remember from the last episode, we'd just filled up our seeder and we were going to plant our third field before heading off and looking at some contracts to hopefully give us a little bit of extra cash in the bank. I'm going to get this field planted as quickly as we can, and then we can go and look at some contracts. So field 25, let's course play this. We are sowing, let's generate the course. We are going to go with field 25, we will go around the headland. 4 times is good. I'm going to do the up and down rows first. The reason we do 4 headland passes means that when we're doing the up and down rows, we're leaving enough of a gap at the edge of the field to allow the tractor to turn without getting snarled up on any walls, fences, trees, things like that. I'm going to leave bypass islands deactivated. I think we spotted from the last time we ran this field that there are 2 telegraph poles in here, but they don't seem to have a collision on them, so we should be alright, he says. Right, so our little class is happily running there. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the contracts we've got available to us. Sowing, 7 grand, that's not bad. 6 grand one for fertilising there. Some of the big ones that were there the other day don't seem to be there anymore, but I'm sure they'll come around again. But right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take that sowing one at the top there. And borrow the items, so they'll be down at the shop. There's our gear. Nice to have some nice shiny kit to play with. Let's get hooked up. We are going to have to invest in some seed, but I think you get compensated for that at the end of the job. Alright, we'll go along the road. This is quite a wide machine actually. Will this even fit down some of the roads? We'll soon find out. Okay, heading this way. We'll see just how lucrative this is. Oh, can we fit through there without upsetting anybody? We're in, and this is field 13. It is. Okay, I am just going to set this up for course play. We head on passes, start working on the up and down rows, turn corners, a bit neater, generate field course. Looks good. Start at first waypoint, drive the course, I'll get out, shut the gate so it doesn't get knocked on by anything else. Hopefully he will potter down to the bottom there. I am going to keep an eye on how much seed he's using. Dream scenario is that he doesn't need a refill, but if he does, he does. We'll deal with that. We've got our own little trailer. We can go and pick up those extra seed bags, and we've got those extra seed bags, so we could just run them up to the field. It's not the end of the world. Our second tractor. Now with my previous experience, the seed goes down a lot quicker than the fertiliser in these drills, so we'll just keep an eye on it. We'll probably be able to tell almost straight away. I'm not sure how fast cotton plants. Fast enough. In fact, very fast. Yeah, we're going to definitely need some more seed on this field at some point. So one final fill up before the end of this field and the end of this job, and it will be interesting to see how much we make out of this, to be honest. So let's just fill it up here, just pull alongside. It's only got basically a lap and a half to go. Need to move this guy out of the way. And there we go, contract over. End of the job. So let's unload this. Unload I and switch to the front thing and unload that as well. We do not want him running off with our hard-earned seed. But it's completed. There we go. Let's collect that. Back. And for all that effort, we are back at virtually where we started. Can you believe it? Right. Let's head back to our farm and decide what we're going to do next. Because it's certainly not contracts, if that's all that happens with them. So let's pop this in here. We'll maybe have another look at a contract. I think we need to be careful about which ones we pick now, because obviously it can cost you a lot in seed and fertilizer, which we've just seen. So it may not be as lucrative as I first thought to do contracts. Although this guy here, harvesting potatoes, that does look like it's worth doing. 23 grand. He's running 2 tractors, but I think we have to do this, don't we? We're borrowing the items, so we lose a bit of money. That contract is now live. Okay, we've got ourselves some rather nice kit here. This is rather nice. So first things first, let's run up to the field with the harvester. It's a bit of a trek up there, but we'll head up now, and then we'll come back. We can set him off and running, and we can come back, pick up the trailers. So let's head up there now. I have to say, potatoes is something I've never really planted or harvested, so it'd be interesting to do this. Fun way of doing it, actually. I've harvested sugar beet before with one of the big machines. Found it quite slow, if I'm being honest. I imagine this will be quite slow as well, but 23 grand, we'll take that money. There's no overheads really either, in terms of having to pay for seed or fertilizer. I think that might have been our downfall with that last contract we took. I'm going to have fun getting this through some of the back lanes actually, because I know where we've got to go. It's our old run from the high farm down to the bale selling point. So we're I know these lanes are quite windy. There's a few harvest contracts coming up by the looks of it. What's that in that field? Which way is this gate going to open? It opens in our favour. Okay, let's get in. Let's shut these gates. Let's fire this bad boy up. He's going to fill up relatively quickly, I think, so better go and get those trailers right now. here we are. I take a gamble that nobody's going to be driving along this road. I'm just going to have to wait here as he goes around the bottom there. I'm just going to check how full he is. $51, so okay, that's good. That means he's going to get back round to the top before he needs to unload. It's not a lot of space to unload. I'm also interested to see how many loads from this machine go into the trailers, so gives a gauge for how long this job is going to take. But at the same time, there's no it's not costing us anything to be here. Nothing else to do on the farm, so he's just trying to squeeze past a tree there or something. Yep. Yeah, our crops are just sitting growing, so this is a good way of making a bit more cash while we're waiting for things to happen back on our farm. So that's good. Right, let's go and get the trailers. Just before we get the trailers, I'm going to have a nosy in this field over the road, work out what crop that is. And if it's something, if it crops up for a contract, whether or not we take it, it is barley. And it's ready to harvest. Keep an eye on that, that could be another contract we take after this one. Although this field of potatoes is going to take us a while. It's a big field. Okay, let's open the covers. Is he full? Or is he just doing the corner? Let's just... There's the basket. Oh, you've got to get really close, haven't you? Yes, made it. How many trailer loads? Stop at 50. That would be the dream. 47. There you go. Right, that's our guy off again. We shall keep an eye on things, and we will keep loading up the trailers and see how long this takes us. As you can probably see, we're having a few issues here with course plate. It doesn't seem to be picking up some of the potatoes, and after we've unloaded into the trailers, it's not starting back up again. It's just driving along. So we've got a bit of a scrappy edge to our field. So I'm just going to drive around, tidy all this up. It's going to take a bit of time, but for the return, I think it's worth the investment. And that's exactly what it is, just an investment of time. Okay, the weight in the trailer's dragging it down the hill. Better get rid of that before it ends up somewhere else. Come back and grab these little stragglers on the edges here. And unload it into the trailer, and then hopefully it's a full trailer load and we can get it down the hill, get it unloaded.